too late last night. You missed your chance.
You told me this man could help me find whatever killed my wife.
You still can.
Trucker picked up a hitchhiker matching Kolchak's missing witness, dropped him off near Koreatown.
쉽진 않겠죠?
무용한 고비는 넘은 것 같아요. She has a dream. She will meet a man in need. She will help this man. She will open her heart to him, and she will find peace.
Turns out that our missing witness is an undercover DEA agent by the name of Victor Kaleka.
They're after him now for the same reason they were after you. The night your wife died.
Nick's driving home with his wife. Wham! Something slams into him. She still hasn't been found.
This Agent Kaleka's wife, she's dead, right?
Right.
Well, then who's this?
It's Linda. I haven't heard from Victor in days.
She's alive.
The Justice Department is filing suit compelling Kolchak to reveal his source.
He won't, you know that.
I was hoping there was another way.
Using me.
I need to know who you are.
I'm sorry, I can't help you.
I need answers.
We won't be speaking again.
You don't know his name.
The information was good.
Do you know how reckless that is? I don't know who you are, Carl.
What did you find?
2 calls placed to Agent Walton in the past 48 hours from a market in Koreatown.
Okay, you better get down there.
You're under arrest. Seen McManus?
He's not picking up? Edhead,
Speaking.
where's Jain?
Not supposed to say.
Where is he?
Are you the boss? I promised I wouldn't tell, but he went to Koreatown.
What for?
Kolchak sent him.
What is it?
That's why I was looking for Jain, to take pictures.
Pictures of what?
A double homicide in Koreatown.
Perri, Reed, I'm with the Beacon.
Press has to stay behind.
No, my friend is in there.
I'm sorry. It's okay, officer. They're with me.
Hey.
Jain, what happened?
I talked to him, Agent Kaleka. Just before they killed him.
Victor Kaleka? Did he send you?
What did he say?
He said he was expecting Agent Walton, not me. He had just spoken to him on the phone.
Agent Walton was already dead.
I know. I told him that. Then he said, it's a trap.
Oh, you better get out of here, now.
Couldn't get the back door open. Or the closet. Guess that man was already hiding in there. So I hid under the cot.
Did you get a look at them?
I heard them. I never saw their faces.
I'd like to speak with you.
Respond to 18
Western Koreatown, anywhere with units.
이게 뭐예요? 이게 뭐예요? 이 사람들이 이거 어떻게 해? 이게 뭐예요? 이게 뭐예요? 이거 어떡하나 이런 일이 일어났어? 아유 이거 놔! 이거 놔! 그랬지? 이거 놔! 이거 놔!
Ma'am?
나 좀 도와주세요. 어떻게 이런 일이 일어나요? 나 좀 도와주세요.
Oh, what's this, a turn-down service?
It's your lucky day, Carl. Free to go.
Just like that.
Yeah, just like that.
I don't understand.
This DEA agent we were hunting for, we found him tonight. Shot dead in a Korean market. We don't need your source anymore.
Come on, Carl.
Let's go. Get out of here. Before I change my mind.
Ma'am. Can I do anything for you?
No. Thank you.
So how long were you behind bars? What, 5, 6 hours?
Yeah, something like that.
Bain keeps putting you in jail and you keep getting out.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, now you get to play the hero for refusing to betray a source whose name you didn't even know.
Yeah, you know me too well. Or rather, you don't know me at all.
No. I don't think I do.
I went a little crazy the last few days. I don't expect you to forgive me.
Good, because I don't.
I wish I could explain it. I can only say that I thought I was close to answers about what killed my wife.
And now?
Now, hopes raised and dashed are cruel indeed.
And what if I told you I could raise them again?
Jack. Hey, man. You okay?
Yeah, Vincenzo said you nearly got shot. Are you okay?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I know how much finding this guy Kaleka meant to you.
Yeah.
But I think we found something else.
You mean we think I found it?
What is it?
Before he died, Kaleka's supervisor, Agent Walton, told us a story.
That Kaleka survived an attack while driving in a storm.
An attack in which his wife Linda was killed. Sound familiar?
You know it does.
Only, unlike your wife, Walton told us that Linda Kaleka's body was never found.
And that, my friends, was a big fat lie.
You found her body?
I found her, alive. I got this off that guy Walton's throwaway cell phone.
It's Linda. I know I'm not supposed to call, but I haven't heard from Victor in days. I'm scared, Rich. I'll try again later.
She's on the run.
If we're able to find her, she might be able to give us the answers you've been looking for.
I'm on it. That call was placed from a payphone in San Bernardino.
Payphone, then how can you track her?
I got some other tricks up my sleeve.
What about this source of yours? The one who told you about Kaleka in the first place?
Told you. I don't know who he is.
You never saw him? You never met him?
No. There was just this house that he sent me to.
Where? Carl?
I thought you said this was the place.
It is. I'm sure of it.
Then where's the house?
Do you think someone could have moved it?
The whole house in 48 hours.
Like on Home Makeover?
He said if I answered Kaleka's questions, I'd answer my own.
Carl, this house was never here. The cell phone you say you spoke to the source on never activated.
What are you saying?
Could you have been tipped off some other kind of way by a police source of some kind, a drug informant, who told you to look for Kaleka?
And then I just twisted it in my head. Imagine this source.
You're forgetting. Kolchak wasn't the only one hearing voices.
Who else?
Agent Kaleka. He told me he spoke to Agent Walton on the phone when Walton was already dead.
It's possible Walton was still alive.
But maybe he wasn't. And maybe this isn't all in Kolchak's head. Maybe there's something to this.
We are sorry. We are no longer open.
Oh, no. We don't want to buy anything. We just want to talk. Are you okay?
Okay. Yes.
She closing down the store?
She doesn't want to stay here any longer. Too much death.
Where will she go?
With me. I have a house by the sea, north of here.
Day? This is Carl Kolchak. He needs to ask you some questions about the man who is here. Victor Kaleka.
Did he ever talk to you about his wife?
그 사람이 자기 아내에 대해서 얘기한 적이 없는 애.
결혼한 줄 몰랐어요.
She did not know he was married.
근데 자면서 어떤 여자 이름을 얘기하긴 했어요.
He said a name in his sleep.
Linda?
Yeah, Linda. Look, we need to find her. We think the men who came here last night are looking for her.
그래, 린다래. 그 사람을 찾는데 어저께 봤던 그 남자들이 그 여자를...
사람에 대해서는 아무것도 몰라요.
She doesn't know anything about her.
Okay, thank you.
저기 잠깐만요.
She said there is something.
이걸 왜 꼭 손목에 차고 다녔는지 모르겠지만
He used to wear it around his wrist.
내 결혼 사진이 나한테 중요한 것처럼 아주 본인한테 소중한 거라 그랬어요.
It meant as much to him as her wedding photos meant to her.
이건 가져가세요.
She wants you to keep it.
You say he wore it on his wrist. Did you ever happen to see if there was a mark there?
왠 손목에 하고 있었어. 무슨 자국을 못
It would have
봤느냐.
been like a birthmark. Red, shaped like a snake.
빨간 뱀 같은 자국이래.
그런 건 잘 모르겠는데요.
No, she saw no mark.
Thanks.
저기 내 주소예요. 치면
This is where I'll be.
내가 그 사람 꼭 도와주고 싶어요.
If you find this woman, if there's anything we can do to help her, please tell us.
We will. Thank you. You want to tell us what that was all about?
I was just asking.
That particular question about the mark on Agent Kaleka?
Why not?
Because you always said that that mark appears on certain people after they've died strange deaths.
Yeah, dead people, not the living.
I also said this is a puzzle I'm trying to piece together. You know, I don't even know what all the pieces look like yet.
What do you think this means?
I don't know.
It's like that bracelet Madonna wears, right? And Britney Spears?
Those are Kabbalah strings. This one has knots tied in it in groups of 2, 4, and 3.
Zed head. Hey. Nice, we'll be right there.
What?
Linda Kaleka. And I think she's found her.
So the payphone she called from is located right here, directly across the street from the Tribal Inn Motel in Tahunga.
You think she was staying there?
Look, even if she did, she would have paid cash to avoid being found.
That makes her hard to find, but not impossible. Even if you pay cash money, the motel man still takes your driver's license, puts your number into the computer system. I managed to get her credit record, which shows her driver's license number. I-888-4201.
Got a match for it at the motel?
That's what I'm saying.
Was she there now?
She left 6 days ago.
What?
Then you didn't exactly find her, did you?
I didn't say I knew where she is right now, but I found her. She just left again.
What do you mean left again?
She was there 6 nights ago, stayed 3 nights. Same thing 6 nights before that, stayed 3 nights, then left.
Hey, let me see that bracelet again. That's what this is for.
What?
The knots. In groupings of 2, 4, and 3. It's a perpetual calendar.
I don't get it.
Well, she's on the run. She can't stay in any one place too long. It's not safe to call her husband, so...
She's been shuttling between 3 different motels. This bracelet was a way for Kaleka to know where she was on any given day.
All right, 2 knots, 2 nights at one motel, 4 knots, 4 nights at another, 3 knots...
Back at the Travel Inn in Tahunga?
...for 3 nights.
So if she was last there 6 nights ago, she'd be back there...
Today.
Head rules.
They're on the move. They are on the move.
Air Unit 6 tracking northbound on the 110. Advise when you have the vehicle in sight.
I'll meet you up the front.
Come on, Carl. Why have you dragged us all the way out here?
Anything?
Well, the manager recognizes her, but says he hasn't seen her.
Wait. That's her, isn't it?
don't think that's his source, do you?
I think that is Victor Kaleka's wife.
Wait there. I thought she was dead.
Yeah. So did I. You ready to move?
Copy that.
I'd like to check in, please. Mrs. Kaleka, I'm Perri Reed, and this is Carl Kolchak.
Hi.
What do you want?
To help.
How did you find me?
We can explain that later.
You got trouble.
Kolchak!
Right now, we need to get you to someplace safe.
I'm not going anywhere with you. Look, I don't
Get down!
Shots fired. Go, 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 go!
All right, I just got off the phone with Chief Bratt. He assures me that the authorities are making all efforts to locate Carl and Perri. It's been 4 hours since they went missing in the midst of the shootout, and there hasn't been a single sighting reported. Jane?
We think they may be with this woman, Linda Kaleka, the widow of DE agent that was shot last night. I think that she's the one these bikers were after.
Any idea why they want to kill this woman?
That's the angle Kolchak and Perri were working when this went down.
In their absence, it's the angle we'll all be working on. Seth and Rob, we need to find out who these bikers are and locate Carl and Perri before they do.
We're on it.
Dawn, I want you hounding the LAPD, sheriffs, and God forgive me, the coroner. Anyone so much as catches a glimpse of Carl, Perri, or this woman Kaleka, I want to know about it first. All right, we all know our assignments. Let's get on it. Could you come with me?
Sorry to drop in unannounced, Tony. You can imagine why I'm here.
Why don't you tell me?
3 officers were gunned down in the line of duty this afternoon. It goes without saying. We need answers.
Yes, it does.
We're asking for your cooperation to monitor calls in and out of the beacon.
You want to listen to our calls?
For rapid response in the event that Reader Kolchak phones in.
We'll also need you to surrender your photographs, son.
Give you my pictures?
No. I know, Tony. It is a lot to ask. There's a lot at stake here.
Yes, there is. And you will receive no cooperation from this paper.
What did you say?
If something happened to Carl, Perri, or Jain today, I would hold you personally responsible.
Me?
Reporters are supposed to cover the story, not be the story.
I didn't make them the story.
You released Kolchak from prison so that you could follow him, so he could be your stalking horse.
You thought you'd find Kolchak's source.
All due respect, Tony. I don't answer to you about my investigative techniques.
No, you answer to the public, which is precisely what this paper will make sure that you do by publishing what we know when we know it.
Thought we were friends.
We were.
Then as a friend, do you really think that your publisher is going to refuse to cooperate with the FBI, the Crossbinder board? I'd hate to see you fall on your sword. Not for Kolchak. You're not worth it.
You can go now.
Here is my cell phone number. In case my friend changes his mind.
That was awesome.
He's right. The board might not back up my decision. We need to find Carl and Perri fast.
Yeah, I know, but how?
Your friend Egghead?
Egghead?
Could you get her back down here?
Yeah.
Well, I cleaned out the vending machine. We got cookies, chips, and candy for dinner.
Fantastic.
Linda?
No, thanks. How did you find me?
Your driver's license. You left a number with the motel manager.
But how did you know that I'd be coming back to that motel today? Vic's dead, isn't he?
Sorry.
I knew it. I knew it when I saw you. I had a dream last night and it felt so real. Victor came to me and he told me that he wasn't ever going to see me again. But he said it would be okay. That I wouldn't be alone. That I'd find peace.
Those bikers, were they the same ones that ambushed you and your husband 3 weeks ago?
Your husband thought this drug lord, Felix Morales, was responsible.
That's why he and Rich Walton came up with the story that I was already dead.
We wore these bracelets so that he could find me again. After he had paid him for our lives. But Morales didn't kill him, did he?
That was the bikers.
Who are they?
We don't know. We only know that they killed Morales and your husband and Agent Walton, too.
And now they're coming after me. Why?
We need every possible thing that we can give. Okay, just give us 1 minute, will you? Thanks. Did you reach Edhead?
Yeah, she's working on it, but that's not why I wanted to see you.
What is it?
There's a problem with this story.
These are the killers?
Yeah, well, two of them anyway. I think I managed to get positive IDs.
How?
Their photos were in our files from bank shootout in Culver City 2 years ago. They're ex-cons by the names of Clayton Crayons and Roy Lockhart.
So that's good work. What's the problem with the story?
The story says that SWAT sharpshooters took out both Crayons and Lockhart. According to our files, both of these men are already dead.
Think you can sleep?
I'll try.
We'll just be in the next room.
Perri. You're so kind doing this for me. I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything.
I know you're reporters, but you're risking your lives staying with me.
My colleague, Carl, about a year ago, he and his wife were attacked in a storm by something he didn't see.
Is she okay?
She was killed.
How?
She was pregnant. Her fetus was torn from her body.
Oh my God.
Carl was told if he could find your husband, he might get the answers to who or what killed her.
Who or what? I don't have any answers for him. I don't think Victor did either. Who would tell him that we would?
Hey. You want some dinner? I got cheese ranch and barbecue flavor.
Maybe later.
We're gonna have a little problem in the morning.
What's that?
And I wasn't quite ready to flee justice today.
How much cash do you have?
After what I spent on dinner, about $60.
And I thought you were a rich man.
What do you mean?
You were right about Agent Fain trying to pit me against you. He told me your motive for killing Irene.
Irene's estate.
I always wondered how you could afford that house in the hills.
Yeah.
Did you give the cabin manager your driver's license number?
Yeah, I changed it by a digit. Yeah, you seem pretty nosy, though.
I know how we found Linda, but I'm still wondering how those bikers got there.
I don't know. I heard on the radio 3 cops got shot, but the bikers got away.
Who are they?
That's the question.
She can't keep running forever, Carl. Got any ideas on where we can take her?
Well, in case you haven't noticed, I'm kind of making this thing up as I go along.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Hopefully the cops will find the bikers before the bikers find us.
And if they don't?
If they don't, she's got to go someplace where no one will ever find her. Who is it?
It's the manager. Just close it up the front desk in case you folks need anything.
We're fine.
You want me to turn down the sheets? Got some bedtime mitts here.
No, thank you. Good night.
All right, then. Good night. I'll call you back.
What is it? She got something.
I cloned this agent's cell number like you wanted. Been listening to his traffic all night. It's mostly dead ends.
But
he just got the call. Kolchak's car has been spotted outside a cabin off the Sierra Highway.
the FBI is on their way there now.
I need a phone number.
Hey, Perri. Just want to say thank you for being here, for trusting me.
In for a penny?
Yeah.
But since I am here, maybe you could start trusting me a little bit more.
What do you mean?
You asked that Korean woman, Day, about whether Kaleka had the mark on his wrist.
Yeah.
Why? And don't tell me you were just asking an innocent question, because you don't ask innocent questions. Why would you think that mark would have been on Kaleka's wrist?
Because I have it on mine.
How did it get there?
I was born with it. Thought it was a birthmark until Irene died and I saw it in her body.
I don't understand how that could be.
That's when I started looking, and I found it on all these other people who died strange deaths.
But in each case, it appeared on their bodies after they died.
That's right.
You never found it on anyone else living? Never found anyone born with it like you?
Hello?
Carl, it's Tony.
Tony, how did you find us?
The FBI beat me to it. You gotta get out of there now.
I think it's too late for that. Chance is the car.
We'll never make it, not without her seeing us. We can make a run for it and back through the trees.
No, they'd hear us.
But they'll find us if we stay here.
I'm gonna draw them away.
What are you talking about?
When they start after me, get in the car and don't stop.
No, Carl, they'll kill you.
If I can make it to the manager's office, I can take his truck out of here. Do you have a better plan? It's gonna be okay.
happened, Carl? Where's Linda Kaleka?
Kolchak! Kolchak!
Perri, hey.
Where is he?
In the conference room.
Oh my God. How did you get away?
I'm not even sure exactly. I just kept running.
You kept running and they didn't catch you.
No.
I can't believe it.
I was just telling Tony how Linda Kaleka got away from us at the motel.
You didn't see where she went?
No, I didn't.
Well, we'll just have to tell that to Agent Fain. We can't be of any use in their investigation.
That's right.
And we have no indication of where Mrs. Kaleka might have gone to.
I'm hoping someplace safe. Someplace no one will ever find her.
Life travels a crooked path. A course whose shape we cannot recognize except by looking back on it. How happiness leads to heartbreak. How a dark turn leads to peace and joy. Our purpose, like our destination, is hidden. But goodness is a refuge. A soft, warm light into which evil cannot see.